Oil and gas production in a certain area dropped from 4 million barrels in 2000 to 1.9 million barrels in 2013. Assuming that the oil and gas production decreased at a constant rate, which of the following linear functions f best models the production in millions of barrels, t years after the year 2000? A couple of things that stand out here is constant rate. That's usually indicative of a linear function. And to confirm that, we can always glance over at the answers and see what types of functions are these. And you can see that these are in slope-intercept form. Remember y equals mx plus b? That confirms that this is a linear function type of problem. All we're doing is using this information to write a linear function. So now that we've gotten the concept figured out, let's just remember to write this equation, you need two things. You got to figure out what the slope is. And remember slope, you can find slope by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we need the y-intercept over here. So to be able to do that, we have to have ordered pairs. We have to have points, right? And the points are given to us in this question in this format. 4 million barrels in 2000. That's an ordered pair in and of itself. So here's how we can write this out. We know that in the year 2000, we had 4 million barrels. And then if you read further, you'll find more information. It says there were 1.9 million barrels in 2013. So that's our second ordered pair. So the other one would be in 2013, we had 1.9 million barrels. Now, to find slope, we want to use this tiny formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And by examining this, I think it would be a good idea to maybe call these x1, y1, and call these the x2, y2. And you can name them however you want. That's just my preference. I didn't want to have a negative at the top, so that's why I chose to make this pair the second pair. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So we have 4 minus 1.9 over 2000 minus 2013. And this question is from section 3, so we are not allowed a calculator. So 4 minus 1.9, you can think of the 1.9 as a 2, right? So really 4 minus 2 is 2, but it's not quite at 2, so it's really 2.1 over 2000 take away 2013 is negative 13. So we glance over at our choices and we can't see, there's no 2.1 over negative 13, but there's something that's kind of similar to that. And the reason why we don't have a decimal is that whomever wrote these answers decided to move this decimal to the right one place. Well, if you move the numerator one place, you have to move the decimal for the denominator one place as well. And when you do that, that's how you end up with 21 over 130. But don't forget, this was a negative number, so this is negative 21 over 30. And just by that virtue alone, we only have one answer with a slope of negative 21 over 130, so we can actually stop here. This is a positive 21 over 130, this is a 19 over 130, and a negative 19 over 130. So that's it. C would have to be the answer to this question.